Okay girls, it's potty time. It's time finally to get the toilet back installed. It's been out for a week. I repainted the room, my beautiful vintage grape color, and it's time to put the toilet back in. So you might think that you can't live without your eyebrow wax. Well, I'm going to show you a wax treatment that you definitely can't live without, and it'll cost you less than 10 bucks. And it's the wax toilet bowl ring. So this is the essential key to making sure you have a good functioning toilet and you don't have any leaks on your floors. So let's get started, and you'll see what a breeze this is. I opted for a Kohler Cimarron toilet because Kohler is one of the best brands on the market, and this was a complete toilet kit. So all of the insides, meaning the flush valve and the fill valve kits, are already pre-installed, so it's a real easy, quick installation overall. First thing we need to do is take a standard wrench, and we're going to disconnect this water supply line from the water valve coming in to the back of the toilet. So we are going to take that off and put in a new one called the Twist Click Seal, and it's pretty simple. All you need is a wrench, and this looks like it's got a little bit of rust on it, so we're just going to go easy because you want to take it easy on the valve and not twist the pipe that's coming out of the wall, because if that breaks, you've got a big old problem on your hands. So this came out fairly easily. We'll have a little bit of water drainage from what was left inside the hose. You want to clean these connections, get any of the old debris off. This is a flexible toilet connecting tube. It has a built-in washer at the bottom of the brass valve, and it's a simple hand tighten until you get to the very end and give it one little turn with a wrench. You don't want to over tighten this, so just one little tighten is all that you need. Okay? And it's flexible depending on the height of your toilet tank so that you can get it where you need it. The most important step for installing a toilet is, one, be sure that you removed the rag that you had stuffed inside the hole to prevent those gases from coming back up. Get rid of the rag. You're going to get a wax ring that fits inside this hole that acts as a gasket between the toilet and the floor. So here is a reinforced wax ring. It is the waxy seal with the plastic flange inside. It sits right inside the hole between the two bolts. And then you're going to take your toilet and gently drop it down over the two bolts and then secure the fasteners. Most important part of this toilet install is to drop the toilet cleanly and smoothly over the two bolts that are sticking up from underneath. If you can't do this by yourself, be sure to get a helper. You're going to apply the plastic disc. This helps hold the white cap on over the nut, the brass washer, and finally the nut. You can hand tighten this most of the way and give it a few turns with your wrench at the end, but keep in mind you do not want to over tighten this, because if you do, you can crack right through the porcelain, so you do not want to over tighten. Install the nut cover and snap it into place. To the underside of your tank, apply this foam gasket around the water outlet valve from the tank to the bowl and insert the screws. Now, every toilet model can be slightly different. Follow the directions that come with yours, but in theory it's all the same. The two bolts have to connect the tank to the bowl, and this gasket acts as a buffer to make sure you don't have leaks. This over here is the water in valve. So this is where the water supply line that we just connected to the shutoff valve will connect to. After putting the tank on top of the bowl, secure the nuts from underneath, and then use a board across the top of the tank and a level to make sure that you have your tank leveled off and it's balanced. Slowly open the water supply line and let your tank fill, checking for leaks along all the points of connection until the tank is completely full. Then flush and make sure everything works smoothly. And that's awesome. We're in good shape. Oh, hi! Now you the toilet's all done and it's in great working order. So you can easily do this yourself at home and you'll have a great new throne of your own.